in my new house that's powered by Kirio. And one of the first things that I want to do is I want to get my device set up to connect to Kirio and simply start managing my house. It's very simple. In the app, which you download from the App Store, either for Android or iOS, you simply tap the button, Start Pairing. It walks you through a quick wizard. It says to stand next to the device, pull down the QR reader or the QR code, go ahead and scan it. Press the magic button in the middle. You have to be on premise to do that. And tap Complete. Enter a name that I'd like to have for my device and tap Continue. Immediately when I'm done, Kirio provisions all of the information in the house, all the rooms, into the app, and I'm ready to go. This is move-in ready. Okay, so I just paired my device and now I'm in my house, and I want to give a quick demonstration of two key things. First, I want to show remote control, which is very simple to do in Kirio. And the second demo that I want to do is automation across the entire home, across all of the devices. So in this house we have 60 devices that are wired or wireless connected into the Kirio hub, and it makes it very simple for us to control any device. Once I've installed the app and paired it with the Kirio system, we see a number of rooms that Kirio automatically picks up from when the builder configured and installed Kirio. We see dining room, we see kitchen, living room, entry, guest bedroom, and the other rooms. So in this case, one of the things I want to show you is just some quick remote control. So if I open up the dining room, I can change a number of things. I can play some music in the background. I can take a look at some of the sensor information, whether there's motion, whether there's humidity. And in fact, one of the nice things about having a sensor in the ceiling is if I do get some humidity, Kirio can automatically detect that humidity at a certain level and start turning on the heat or coolant depending on what's required. So that's in the dining room. If I go a little further, I can pop into the kitchen and I could change some of the lights. I could turn off the lights if I needed to for that particular room. I can control the color in the rooms. I could change any of the recessed lights and proceed to turn those down if I wanted to. So you're now seeing some of the lights. The lighting comes down, I'll turn those back on. You can see the Nest thermostat. I can control the Nest thermostat very easily. I can also see, we have in this house 3 different water sensors, one in the kitchen, one in the laundry room, and one in the bathroom. So if there's ever any leak, Kirio will automatically detect that leak, but go a little bit further than just notifying you that you've got a leak. In fact, take action to turn off the water. So if we actually had a leak in here, Kirio would detect it, turn off the water, notify the customer, and immediately the home would be protected. If I go a little further in some of the other rooms, I can pop in the living room if I want to, and here's an example. I think you'd be able to see the fireplace on. I'm just going to remotely turn that off with a quick one touch. If I want to, I can turn that back on and the fireplace comes on. I can also look at the stairway camera. So here we are. In fact, you see the demonstration of the tripod and the camera, but we can see a live feed from the video camera. Likewise, I could go to the front door and I can take a look at maybe who's at the front door. If I look at the entry, I can take a look at, is the porch light on? Did we get a sensor in the hallway? Is the front door closed? Can I lock the door? Simply by pressing the on button with the August lock. If I get a doorbell, I'll immediately get activity with that as well. Makes it very easy for me at any point in time to control the house. If I pop into the office has a water meter that's in the main valve, and one of the things that's really nice about that is I can see the water usage for the entire house. And in fact, I can see a quick graph. This is because Kirio supports the data behind the entire house and tracks that and keeps track of it and notifies the homeowner. One of the things that's really nice about that is if, say, a toilet were starting to leak, the water would spike up, and if Kirio detected a certain spike, it could in fact shut off the water, just like a leak in the other areas. Likewise, I could turn off the water valve manually, simply on the bottom one here. I could simply turn that off. If I pop into the guest bedroom, one of the things that we have in the guest bedroom is inside of the panel we have the energy monitor, and I can monitor the total energy, the system voltage, the amperage, or I can take a look at how are we doing over time. We've been using this house quite a bit, so obviously we see the total energy is high. We can also look at total power and see the total power. Of course, we've been spiking over the past day of use. So that's a quick run through of taking a look at quick remote control of any device of the 60 devices in the house. The second demo that I'd like to show you is scenarios. So in this case, we have built a number of scenarios that allow you to do automation across any of the devices, all the devices, or just a few of the devices. One of the first examples that I'd like to show you is we all go to bed at night, and one of the things that we like to do is turn down the blinds, turn off the lights, turn off the fireplace, probably shut down the heat a little bit or set the heat. Well, now I don't have to do that. If I simply press one button, good night, it's automatically going to get the house completely ready. You'll see here that all the blinds are powering down, the TV went off, the fireplace went off, the lights are down, everything's ready for me to go to bed. Now in the morning, when I wake up, same thing holds true. I could come through, in fact I'll get a little closer to the camera, I could come through and simply say, good morning. So I don't have to run around, get the house all ready for the morning or the day's activities. I can simply press good morning. When I do that, the lights power back on, the blinds come back up, whatever I choose to activate in terms of my devices to get ready for the morning. Likewise, if I wanted to, maybe at night, I'd like to maybe watch a movie. Well, instead of going around and doing everything to get ready the room that I'm in for a movie, I can simply press movie night. And in the case of movie night, again, I think the blinds will come down, lights dim a little bit so that you have lights on during the movie, and we could power on the TV and start playing whatever we'd like to. Lastly, one thing that's really nice is I have the ability of doing voice activation. So in this case, I'm going to talk to Alexa, set living room blinds to 50. So I told the Echo to basically raise the blinds 50%. I could raise them all the way if I wanted to. You choose what you want. You can do automation as much as you want. Here, I'll show you one more. Alexa, turn on vacation.
Okay.
So with one quick voice command, power the whole house down, get it ready for vacation. Don't spend an hour getting your house ready for vacation. Let Kirio do it for you. One button, you're done. Coming back home, you got a whole bunch of suitcases in your hand, and you simply want to be able to get your house all ready. You can press a button that says, I'm home. I'm home, reactivates the house. Everything's ready, fireplace on, TV. Again, you can program that to whatever you'd like, but in this example, we kind of showed everything coming up. One thing that's really nice about Kirio is it knows your GPS, so it knows where you are. And I wouldn't even have to actually press that button. As I get closer to the house, it's going to know how far I am away, and immediately, if I wanted to, activate that scenario so that the house is ready for when I come home. That's convenience and that's smart. And that's Kirio. Thanks.